Hi, how are ya?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, my name is Robin, aka Sunnyside Up Gal, and you're watching Disney Channel. JK, welcome to my YouTube channel where we talk about fat activism, fat current events, weight loss, anti-diet folk, and more. So I don't have a lot of time. I do have to leave for work in like 10 minutes, so this is going to be a very short episode. I'm probably not going to do as fun edits or anything like that, but I wanted to introduce another little bit that I would like to start doing, and that is called Fat News.
Fat news.
So anytime I see something on the news that is obesity related, oh my god, my dog, my dog, you it up, Polly. Come here, girl. Come here. Stay here with mom. This is my baby girl. Oh my god, she's a pit bull.
She's a baby.
Anyway, so anytime I've seen obesity or fatness make the news, I would like to talk about it. I saw this meme on Instagram, and it's from 2024, but so basically, if you're not watching the screen, oh shit, I'm basically, I'm wanting to, I wanted to try and test out this microphone that I got. Literally got it for $16. I'm such a cheap, like, if this sounds like shit, I'm not doing anything about it. Like, this is me, okay? Anytime that I see any fat stuff on the news or anything obesity related that I feel like is worth commenting on and maybe making fun of, I'm gonna post it here. So, first of all, I saw this meme, or not even a meme, it was an X post on Instagram. Somebody was replying to it, and sometimes when things make it onto Instagram, you feel like it's like recent news, especially if the algorithm is throwing it to you, but sometimes it could be from like even a year ago. This was very new. I'm not going to show the Instagram post because it had a lot of like really bad in the comments. So if you're not reading the screen, I'm going to read the X post. It's from Mario Naufal. German police investigate after MP called fat. German police are investigating a Gab user. I think Gab is like maybe like Telegram or some kind of social media, who allegedly insulted Bundestag MP Ricardia Lang online. The Federal Criminal Police Officer, BKA, is seeking information on the user, but Gab has refused to cooperate, according to founder Andrew Torba. Underneath this, it says Elon Musk replied, "That's a crime in Germany, geez." And I agree. Like, I feel like I should be able to call you fat. I should be able to call you a fucking loser, piece of shit, and not go to jail. I guess he can face 5 years for this. I was like reading more into it. I just think that that's so weird, and I am so thankful to be a patriot.
For the red, white, and blue, for the funny things you do, America, America, this is you.
And in America, that I can say whatever the hell I want. I can even have this freaking show and make fun of fat people, the bad ones. We live in a country where you're even free to like spread misinformation. Not that that's a great thing, but I feel like it's important for us to always do our own fact checking. I'm very thankful to be in America. I'm a second generation Filipina, half. So my mom is from the Philippines. Under Germany's, I don't even know what letter that is. I'm just going to guess statute 188 STGB, defamation protection for politicians. That is so stupid. Calling Ricardia Lang fat could land you in prison for up to 5 years. As a diehard free speech absolutist, I just can't resist. Ricardia Lang is fat. If this is a crime, then the law is a real joke. And then, so I would like to congratulate Miss Lang also, though, because she was fat shamed. Look how large and in charge she is here as a politician. She was fat shamed and she lost the weight. So sometimes fat shaming does work. Let's read what Naomi Sapt said. Famously fat shamed MP lost weight. Calling Green Party MP Ricardia fat resulted in a police investigation. Now she has lost the weight, proving the Gab user who was fat shaming her was merely stating a fact. Oh, shit. The justice system is broken. Congrats on the weight loss. Congrats. Yes, congrats. Everybody clap. Ich habe ja nicht gesagt, dass Dickenstein da Gilgeist ever ist. You said it, Ricardia. I don't know what that means. All right, so then I have another little bit of fat news that I got from the BBC. This is from how long ago? Okay, this is from a day ago. One day, how weight loss injections are turning obesity into a wealth issue by Nick Triggle. It's got a pound shape made of seamstress tape. What is that called? Seamstress tape? Is that correct? Tailor tape? Let me know in the comments. All right, so I'm going to read and commentate. So, 3 years ago, a fashion editor friend turned from Milan Fashion Week bursting with a story to tell. The fashion editor stayed at the same hotel, she explained, and each bedroom had its own mini fridge. After checking out, en route to the airport, a stylist in her party cried out that he'd left an important package in his fridge and telephoned the hotel, pleading with them not to throw it away. Turns out he'd forgotten his Ozempic, my editor friend whispered. We were baffled. Ozempic? You on Ozempic? Oh my god, I'm shocked. Back then, Ozempic was not part of the common lexicon, but quietly in certain circles. This injectable drug, which is licensed for the treatment of type 2 diabetes, was being prescribed privately and off-label for weight loss. Flash forward to today, and the picture is vastly different. So many fashion people are on it, she tells me today, and now they're very vocal. Serena Williams, Elon Musk, and Whoopi Goldberg have all spoken out about using weight loss injections. Some are now even prescribed by the NHS, including Wegovy and Mounjaro, generating scores of headlines. Really, this could have been made a great leveler. In theory, anyone struggling with obesity can, without the expense of a private doctor, get help to manage their weight. Only that's not the full picture. Here's my 2 cents on weight loss injections. So my mom is on one of them, but it's not for weight loss. She's like tiny, but she is diabetic, and she did actually lose a lot of weight even after being at like a normal weight. She's on it, but she's definitely on them for diabetes. So I like them for diabetes if you are like doing what you can and it's still uncontrollable. So when I say doing what you can, I know that like low carb and ketogenic diets are not for everybody. Some would say it's restrictive. I personally don't think so because you can get like replacements for anything basically. Like I can have a keto pizza, I can make keto french fries even. I don't really miss them, but also I have balance in my life. Like every once in a while I'll have just like a regular meal. I just don't make it in my entire life anymore. Like I don't eat french fries every day, I don't eat regular pizza every day. But I know also that your doctor is sort of required by the medical board to like if they're even giving you nutritional advice, like they're gonna tell you to follow the ADA's advice, so the American Diabetes Association, which includes carbohydrates. And a lot of people don't understand that like sometimes this whole type 2 diabetes thing is not it's absolutely controllable. You just have to know that it's like a carbohydrate thing. Like, I know that sounds like, oh my God, that's too easy to be the answer. But like, it really is. Like, it's an insulin resistance thing. And like, if you've got insulin resistance, why eat the food, carbohydrates, that requires an insulin influx? Do you know what I mean? My opinion on these weight loss drugs or these diabetic medications is I like them for diabetes for those who are just like, I can't do keto or I can't do low carb. This is, if it works, it works. It saves your life. I'm glad. I'm very thankful that we live in the 21st century and we have modern medicine. However, if you've got the willpower and you've got, and you are, I'm such like a medical like sleuth almost. Like I love to do my own research and just like test and do like experiment. I'm doing my own experiment on my own body right now as we are speaking about FGF21. And if you haven't watched my FGF21 video, I will post it. I'll try to add it, or it'll be in a card down below. But I'm doing my own experiment on my own body. Like I just love to try to do everything naturally. I'm getting off track, but like my number one main thing, like yes or no, do I like them?
No.
No. I don't like them. However, if you are so big that this is working for you and saving your life, I love them because I love you and I want you to be healthy. I just hope that you are prepared. And I hope that you're also making changes. Like, I hope you're making changes other than just relying on this weight loss medication. That said, speaking of diabetic medication, I am on a GLP-1. Just kidding, I'm not. I'm on metformin because I have PCOS. Literally, y'all, I have been on and off metformin for a long time, but I've been keto for 4 years. I actually found keto in like 2018. Yeah, I think, or 2019. Yeah, it was 2018. And then off and on, but I've been like pretty good keto with a couple of like off weeks, off months for the last like 4 years and have maintained a weight loss of 40 pounds. but I'm trying to like lose that last 20 pounds. But I am on metformin because even with, so this is why I'm okay with some people doing the shot. So even with metformin and keto, my blood sugar is still like pre-diabetic. Like it's so frustrating, and that's because I have PCOS, and PCOS is
The devil.
but yeah, so that's my 2 cents on the shot. Like I don't like it. I feel like natural is best. I feel like one of those breastfeeding mommies. Like
Breast is best.
natural is best, but overall, if you're losing the weight and getting healthy, that's best. Thousands of NHS patients. So NHS is like their access over in the UK or Medicare. Patients are believed to be missing out, and with the NHS tightly restricting access, some working in the field warn a two-tier system about the weight loss drugs is developing. One that is benefiting the most well off. So it's basically saying like, hey, this anybody that's on NHS or access, they're not able to get these medications because it's all being used for people who are rich and want to be skinny. Martin Fiddock, who is the UK managing director of Aviva, which provides Wegovy and lifestyle support to NHS patients, claims that thanks to varying thresholds of eligibility in different regions, NHS prescriptions are postcode lottery. Oh, so like if you're in a specific part of the UK, you pay different prices for Wegovy or weight loss medications. That sounds like every fucking pharmaceutical issue in the world. Literally, like in the US, you can go get surgery in fucking Tampa and pay like $24,000. And then if you get that same surgery, if you can find somebody like in a smaller town, you're gonna pay less. Dude, same for veterinarians. Like I remember when I lived in Tucson, taking the dogs to a vet, it's like $500, and then I went to the vet in some rinky dink town in Oregon, it was $40. Like, bitch, what the fuck? And then here, I drive half an hour to our little rinky dink veterinarian. It's the same, like $40 to $75. An estimated 1.5 million people in the UK use these drugs, but more than 9 in 10 are believed to pay privately. Ooh. Prices vary, but it generally costs between 100 and 350 a month, depending on the dose and daily lifestyle support. That's like remarkably cheaper than it is in the United States. I've heard of people paying like 1,300 to like 2,600 of this medication or for this medication. Last month, it was reported that pharmaceutical giant Eli Lilly. Fuck Eli Lilly. I fucking hate you, Eli Lilly. I'm going to express my absolutist version of free speech. Fuck Eli Lilly. I hope everybody goes bankrupt, but everybody's safe. I don't wish any harm on people like ever, you know. But fuck Eli Lilly. You are making Americans sick. You're giving everybody else diabetes because you want to sell your diabetic medication. You are a fucking piece of shit. So then last month it was reported that pharmaceutical giant Eli Lilly was expected to increase the list price of Mounjaro by as much as 170%. This is why we hate Eli Lilly. Life-saving medication that you claim it's to be, you're going to do that, raise it by 170%. You are a piece of shit. They have since done a deal for UK distributors, meaning rises are likely to be less and the rises don't affect the cost to the NHS. But it has still caused concern in some quarters. It's scary, says Brad, a tech company worker in his 40s. He has been taking Mounjaro for a year and worries he may not be able to afford to continue. Okay, here's the thing. If you've been taking it for a year, my guess is that you have lost a significant amount of weight. You've put in the work. Apparently, it's not a magic medication, and you still do have to do some work for it. I did read up on that. Somebody had mentioned it in a comment in my last video. So like movement helps, but it also I feel like it is kind of a magic medication, but we'll see. I think I need to do a deeper dive on it. I've lost 20 kg. I'll do the math, and want to keep using it, but it's a lot of money. It's unfair. It is unfair. However, like you can do like natural shit to lose the weight. Cut your carbohydrates. Literally, you're a dude. You could literally stop looking at candy and lose weight. That's a generalization, and I'm not and I don't feel bad about that. Nutritionists and GPs I spoke to have also expressed concerns about the broader system and, in particular, whether existing health inequalities could worsen. We cannot allow good health to become a luxury for the wealthiest by limiting access to weight loss drugs to those who can pay privately. How about this? You are a uh, socialized healthcare system. How about like you pay for commercials that are public service announcements about healthy eating. You make it illegal for like companies to claim their food causes weight loss. I don't know, like there's so many things that you could do, especially in a socialist country. Like you can like your food is the problem. If your food is if your food is highly palatable and addictive, like that's the problem. Don't don't fix the problem with something new. Let's remove some of this food. Let's lower the amount that we're eating. Let's give incentives to those who are moving more or those who are eating right. You know what I mean? We're like we're like rats. We love incentives. Stop giving us medication. The NHS postcode lottery. I only have like 2 minutes left. Weight loss drugs have been available to the NHS for some time, but the landscape changed significantly with the introduction of some newer medications, along with them semaglutide, marketed under the brand name Wegovy, and tirzepatide, sold as Mounjaro. Wegovy was first prescribed for obesity by the NHS in 2023, while Mounjaro followed earlier this year, 2025. They work in part as an appetite suppressant by mimicking a hormone which makes people feel fuller. Listen. You can get the same effect literally if you cut out your carbohydrates and ate a lot of fat. Try to overstuff yourself after eating like an ounce of fat. I know that sounds crazy. Some of you guys are like, "Oh,
An ounce, my heart, my arteries.
we'll get into that more in another video," but there's myths behind the whole artery thing, okay? I will do a deep dive, but try to overstuff yourself after eating a bunch of fat. Add fat, like if you cut out all your carbs and you start adding fat to all of your proteins and your veggies, you will be uncomfortably stuffed and you will lose weight. Okay, studies have suggested patients can lose as much as a fifth of their body weight. Holy shnikes. They are licensed for people with a BMI of 27 or more for those with a health condition, or above 30 for those without. Adjusted for certain ethnic groups. That's weird. But tougher NHS criteria are being applied, and in England and Wales, the drugs are mostly restricted to those with a BMI of over 35. I think that's a good idea, because if you have a BMI of 30, like I do, you can lose the weight naturally. You do not need a shot. Anyway, so basically, we're struggling. It's a worldwide thing. Obviously, this is a BBC, this is the UK, but people are struggling to get these medications and to lose weight. Everybody wants a magic pill and a magic injection. And I just wanted to say that there is no magic, okay?
Only God.
You don't need to add things to your life to lose weight. Maybe you need to add movement, but as far as like an injection, if it is absolutely necessary for you to survive, like I'm good with that. But like if you can like walk and you have the ability to control what kind of food comes into your house, you buy your own groceries, you can fill your fridge yourself, you can eat correctly. I highly suggest, if you have insulin resistance, if you don't know if you have insulin resistance, look it up. Do your own research after you watch any video on Instagram or on YouTube. I recommend the keto diet. However, I know that calorie counting does work for people. I'm a big fan of fasting myself, so like that works. For me, fasting and keto, for most, calorie counting and movement. Yeah, it appears that the medical system is just screwing everybody over, and they're in cahoots. I'm gonna put the tinfoil hat on again. They're in cahoots with Big Food, and with these other like health organizations. I feel like companies like Eli Lilly, who sell these weight loss medications, they put their hands in the pockets of like these health food corporations, or these health like the ADA, and tell the ADA to tell you to eat something unhealthy so that you will get and remain unhealthy, so that you are forced to use their medication. So that's it. I just wanted to put my 2 cents in this morning. I can't stay away from you guys. I hope you like the fat news. I do want to do more fat news. Again, this is just a little test for like some more equipment. So I'm still getting my feet wet, and I appreciate you guys watching. If you watch all the way through this, leave me a medical themed emoji. Yeah, leave me a medical themed emoji, and then tell me what your thoughts are on the weight loss shots. Are you guys on a weight loss shot? What are your thoughts on the keto diet? What do you think works best for you and for others? Thank you very much, and have a wonderful rest of your life and your day, and thank you. Bye-bye.